Imagine a world where we didn't have to age, where not only can we slow down the process of aging, but we can actually reverse it. Longevity science is reaching new frontiers where aging is no longer simply an inevitable decline, but a chance to enjoy your later years in better health than ever before. Joining us to discuss the latest in longevity science and treatments is Dr. Craig Cook, CEO of DP World's Aviv Clinics. Craig, so good to be with you.
Thank you very much, Sally. Great to be here as well.
You know, it's so interesting, longevity, anti-aging, these are the buzzwords that we're really hearing a lot of right now. People starting to focus more on not only living longer, but really feeling better as well in our later years. So how is science transforming aging?
I think, Sally, one thing that's really important is people are starting to focus on Healthspan, how they can live their best life as long as they possibly can. And that's something that we're definitely supporting here at the clinic. You know, we have such a very innovative facility here. We have state-of-the-art, FDA-approved hyperbaric chambers. We have a very elongated program that really supports the transition from one's normal life into living the best way they possibly can for as long as they can. We have people coming here for treatments, yes, for longevity, but they also come here for treatments for post-stroke, for Lyme disease, for long COVID, things like this that are really something that's unique here in Dubai. One thing that I will say is we have clients and patients that come here all the way from young pediatric clients, 2 years, 1 year old, all the way up to 104 years old. I'll tell you something that happened the other day. One of our very older clients says to me, I'm really starting to feel a difference, Craig. I didn't think I would. I've lived a great life. I've been here in the Emirates my entire life. I feel great. I said, but why? Why did you come and do the treatment? But I don't come here for me. I come here for my wife, I come here for my son, I come here for my daughter. So they don't have to change me, they don't have to take me to the bathroom, they don't have to feed me every day. So for him, living his best life as long as he possibly can is one of the most valuable things that he can do.
You're absolutely right. It's so interesting, when you realize how valuable that is to each and every single one of us. We all want to have that. But talk to us a bit more. You mentioned some of them there. Talk to us a bit more about some of those cutting edge solutions that you do offer patients here to enhance both their lifespan and their health span.
Yeah, I think what I will say is, the treatment protocols that we have here is we have a 12-week program. You come here, you do a 3-day assessment that focuses on brain health specifically. You do MRIs, you do a full genetic panel, you do blood tests, you do physical performance testing, cardiopulmonary exercise testing, things like this. Then you go through the 12-week program where you come into the chamber, our state-of-the-art chamber where you do 2 hours of oxygen every single day. And people come here for treatments, yes, for longevity, yes, for healthy aging, but also for things like, as I said before, long COVID, that we're able to really support now. We have a great deal of evidence and clinical research that's supporting long COVID, the recovery from, also from post-stroke, from cerebral palsy, from some forms of autism spectrum disorder.
The UAE is really important when we're talking about treatments like this. How does the UAE fare globally when we're talking about healthcare, especially as we're seeing a growth in medical tourism to Dubai?
Yeah, I think with the UAE in general, we're blessed to be here in a way that we have really some strong gateway partners. If we look at Emirates, we look at Etihad, bringing people into the region. We have a very supportive leadership structure throughout the UAE that is facilitating opportunities for businesses to bring in tech, bring in clinicians, bring in a variety of treatment protocols that can't be found anywhere else. And the ability to have businesses set up to support this is truly unique. We see a great deal of medical tourism here in the facility from all facets of the world. And that's not only for adults. That's for children as well. So parents and adults are investing time to come here for 3 months. They're investing money for 3 months because the UAE is a destination. You don't just have to come for treatment, go from your accommodation to the clinic and back every day. You have the ability to entertain, you have the ability to enjoy this treatment process. And at the end of the day, we're treating people. You know, the personalized approach, the ability to be safe here in the UAE is just something that you can't find anywhere else.
You're absolutely right about that. It is so much more than just here for healthcare. But you know what's really interesting as well? We do see the UAE investing in things like AI and other emerging technologies. So how does AI and those kind of technologies, how are they impacting these kind of healthcare solutions? And what are you seeing as the future of healthcare?
Yeah, great question. I think for me, AI is very valuable in some facets. We use a component of it in our diagnostic imaging. And it has the ability to cut down time, it has the ability to increase accuracy. And also, in some areas, it can be a little bit less expensive as well. But I would say at the end of the day, if used correctly, AI can be truly valuable in healthcare. But as I said before, one thing that's truly important, we treat people. AI is valuable in many assets, but the human-to-human interaction is something that is really critical to what we do. And it puts a break between health and care. You know, the genuineness of care at the clinic and what we're doing for people, they're here for 3 months. You build up a rapport, not only with them, with their family, with their circles, to be able to really, truly bring that family unit together. So it really substantiates the word healthcare versus any other that works in that realm.
You know, Craig, there's so much out there, but something that's unique to the clinic is your youth protocol. So tell us a bit more about that and the kind of stories, the ways you've been able to help young people.
Sally, our youth protocol is truly unique. You're 100% right. And we have a great team here, set up by one of our key leading physicians. We have physical performance, neuropsychologists, and neurotechs that really are supporting the journey of the client. You know, when we add things to this like occupational therapy and the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, it really transforms a family unit. And I'll give you a couple of examples. One very personal to me. It's changed my family unit. My son was originally diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And this is something that we find a lot here at the clinic. There is a lot of misdiagnosis. Actually, when he went through the assessment process, the 3 days of assessment, he spent time doing this assessment. We found that he didn't have autism spectrum disorder, that he had a reaction to a medication that he'd had many years in the past, and that had caused an inflammation in his brain that had really changed his life. So we started here with the team, went through the youth protocol, and things have truly changed for our family unit. The ability for him to not only express himself, but to go from a non-verbal young little man to someone who can look at you and say, "Papa, I love you." That is something that has truly blown me away. I'm indebted to the clinic and the way in which the team have truly supported him. On another note, we had another client who come in here. She's been here now and completed the program. Came in here with cerebral palsy. She was unable to walk. Since birth, she utilized a wheelchair. She went through the treatment protocol. She worked so hard. She had the ability to change her world and her family's world. At her graduation ceremony that we take very huge amount of pride in, she pushed up out of her wheelchair and was walking on a walking frame. So for her and her family unit, she had the ability to change that process through the Aviv medical protocol.
Incredibly powerful stories. It just goes to show the impact of the work that you do here at Aviv Clinics. Dr. Craig Cook, thank you so much for that. Amazing.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much.